Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to another session of chemistry practical classes. We had already analyzed 5 of our organic compounds, and today we are going to do the 6th of which. Okay, and now we are left with only 2 more of organic compounds, and this is when you write in the observation copy. The details will be written in a little bit different way from what you have written for the previous one. Here, the analyze and identify the given organic compound as carbohydrate or protein will be the aim that you will be writing. Okay, that is the only change. Otherwise, you will be given with the procedure, and you will just follow the procedure, and finally you will identify the organic compound. So here we have the organic compound. I'll show you. Okay, here we have a powdery organic compound, solid substance, and into which we are going to add concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, for the first experiment will be adding concentrated sulfuric acid into it, and now we have to go for mixing it well. Be careful, okay, not to spill concentrated sulfuric acid onto your body when you are doing it. And the mixture is to be heated in a water bath. Okay, it is going to be kept in the water bath for 1 minute. Heating will be enough. Okay, there will be an immediate change which can be easily observed. Here you have it. Okay, you can see the color has got immediately changed. Some sort of black precipitate has got formed. Black precipitate. So this is the observation, formation of black colored residue or black colored precipitate. You can note it down as. Okay, now that's all for the first test. We have 5 tests in today's organic compound also. The second test is the test with sodium hydroxide solution. For that, we need to prepare a solution of the organic compound. Okay, in the first one we have directly added acid into the solid compound, and for the second one we need to prepare a solution. For that, a little bit of the organic compound is taken, and with distilled water we make a solution. Okay, we can see the substance readily soluble in distilled water. Okay, and we don't need this much of it, we will take only half of it. Okay, half is taken, and sodium hydroxide is to be added with that. Okay, now we have sodium hydroxide here. About 1 ml of sodium hydroxide is added, and now this is to be also heated. This is to be kept in a boiling water bath for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, that is kept for boiling, and let's see what happens to that. On heating, you can see a yellowish colored solution, formation of a, when the sodium hydroxide was added, no much of color change was there, but on keeping it in the boiling water bath for a minute or maybe for 2 minutes, you will get a color change like this. An yellowish color develops first, then that will be turned to brown. Okay, so on further heating it will even turn dark brown. Okay, so that is the second observation. Now we are moving to the third one, which is to be done with alcoholic alpha naphthol solution. We have to add alcoholic solution of alpha naphthol to the organic compound. Alpha naphthol or 1-naphthol is a solid compound which is to be dissolved in ethanol or any other alcohol to make an alcoholic solution of it. Okay, so we have the alpha naphthol solution here, and I'm going to take the organic compound so that this can be added to that. This time also you need to take a solution of organic compound, as the organic compound is readily soluble. Okay, just adding water will be enough. We have prepared a solution of organic compound. Now 2 to 3 drops of alpha naphthol solution. Okay, alcoholic alpha naphthol solution means alpha naphthol dissolved in ethanol. 2 to 3 drops of it will be added into it. And this mixture, sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid is also to be added with that. We have concentrated sulfuric acid here, and remember this has to be added very carefully along the sides of the test tube or boiling tube. I have taken a boiling tube, and now I'm going to add concentrated sulfuric acid slowly along the sides of the boiling tube. Has to be added very carefully and slowly. And let's wait for the observation. You can see the formation of a purple or violet type of ring at the bottom, at the junction of both the solution. So the procedure for the test is take the solution of organic compound, then add alcoholic solution of alpha naphthol, mix the contents well, then add concentrated sulfuric acid along the sides of the test tube. You will get a purple colored ring-like structure, and this has to be done very carefully, otherwise the ring will be disturbed and you will be getting a purple colored solution. So in order to avoid that, be careful regarding that. Now 3 of our tests are over. Now the 4th one is to be done with the solutions of fillings A and B. Both the solutions, fillings A and B. Whenever you are asked to add filling solution, it is mostly done with both the solutions A and B. Okay, so here we have fillings ready, and we are going to take the organic compound, and let's directly move towards the test. So here we have the organic compound in solution form. We have to take it in the water, in the aqueous form. Then we will be adding fillings A. Equal quantities of filling A and B are to be added. About 1 ml would be enough. 1 ml of fillings A is added. Now this is fillings B, filling solution B. This is also to be added. Okay, now you have got a resultant blue colored solution. You will get a solution like this, and that is to be kept for heating. We need to heat it. Okay, let's keep it in the boiling water bath for a while. So here you have the resultant mixture after heating. Earlier it was a dark blue colored solution, and its color got changed to a sort of brown colored precipitate. This is deposition of copper. Copper is precipitated out. Okay, and this is the 4th test, and now we are moving forward for the 5th of our test. to confirm today's organic compound as carbohydrate or protein. That test is again it is to be done with the aqueous solution. Then we have to add tolerance reagent. When you hear the name itself, tolerance reagent, you know that it is a mirror test. Okay, silver mirror will be appeared if it is positive, or sometimes black precipitate, little bit of black precipitate will also do, as it will also be considered as positive test. Okay, if it is not, okay, if it is a negative test, no resultant change will be there after heating. So the organic compound is to be heated with tolerance reagents for about few minutes. Okay, that is what we are going to do now. So here we have the organic compound solution, okay, aqueous solution of it, and then we have tolerance reagent. This is tolerance reagent. It is ammoniacal silver nitrate, and we have to add tolerance reagent into the mixture, and then we have to keep for boiling for 5 minutes without disturbing the contents. We will keep it for heating, okay, for 5 minutes, and then let's observe what happens to the resultant mixture, if silver mirror is formed or not. And here you have the mixture after heating. You can see onto the walls of the test tube, boiling tube, okay, silver mirror like appearance, silver mirror like glazing appearance, and that is what a positive test for tolerance. Okay, so only carbohydrate, in order to identify carbohydrate from protein, this is considered as the one of the most important tests. Okay, proteins will not give a positive test for tolerance, okay, and carbohydrate gives a positive test for tolerance. Okay, so by doing all these 5 tests, we have identified the given organic compound as carbohydrate. Okay, so as I always do, there will be documents also uploaded with this video. Make use of that, write it in the observation copy, keep things ready, and until we meet again with another video of the organic compound, the last organic compound. Take care, stay safe. Thank you.